the draft just 4 weeks away, teams are leaving no stone unturned while trying to gauge every prospect.
Now you're trying to find out all the little things that make them tick that will give you a better feeling for whether or not they're going to be successful.
NBA teams at the Combine rely on the observations of experienced executives to make critical judgments. But the Boston Celtics also want insight into what they can't see. That's why they bring in a different type of expert. For nearly 20 years, John Niednagel has developed his system of brain typing, which pinpoints certain attributes controlled by the brain, allowing him to predict a player's success.
Why I call it brain typing versus personality or psychological types is that I'm talking about an inborn schematic. I'm talking about something that's biological. Every person on the planet has one of 16 inborn designs. So once you understand that, you name the situation and it'll tell you how their brain will process that and how their motor movements will also correspond to the task that's being required. And that's why I can usually walk through a mall and half the people who walk by me, I can just look at them and I would bet my whole life, everything I've got, that I can tell you exactly what their design is by their look and the way they walked.
Niednagel has discovered that NBA players can have a variety of brain types, but the great ones seem to have a lot in common.
There are wonderful athletes with different designs. There is a design like a Larry Bird and a John Stockton, and even a Michael Jordan falling within that same category. And there are other ones that are LeBron James and Magic Johnson and Darren Williams and Chris Paul in another design. And out of 16 brain types, you'll have maybe a handful that are really your more superior players.
But Niednagel admits that it takes more than brain type to achieve greatness.
When you look at the top 50 of all great NBA players, almost half of them have one brain type. But unless you really develop it properly, it'll never turn out.
With the Celtics holding the 19th pick in the draft, the brain doctor is searching for a diamond in the rough.
I'm always trying to find somebody under the radar. They have a good design, but they're not as developed as you'd hope they would be, so it's going to take some time.
I have found his techniques to be very useful, and he's been as accurate, if not more accurate, than anybody I've been around in my career at evaluating talent.
I want to be able to say, okay, go back and look at this a little more carefully, and I'll show you this is an inborn attribute. It's just a fascinating way and a more accurate way to make decisions.